So before we get to the questions, I want to say thank you all for all the support with The Key and Rat Pack Records. A bunch of people bought it, and a lot of people even got those bundles with the phone calls, so I may have even spoken individually to some of you. Hi again. And I've seen a bunch of people out on the road with Tesla since we're in the DRB President t-shirts, which is pretty cool. So I hope you guys are all enjoying the record, and thank you very much. So, let's see, we're going to answer some questions, and I guess the best question, favorite question, whatever, is going to get an autograph prize. It's a secret prize to be announced later. Okay, let's get going. All right, from Larry in Massachusetts. How does it feel being a dad? It feels very, very good. It's wonderful. It's our first kid, and we're just having a blast. He's a sweet little 4-month-old baby boy, and I don't get that much sleep at home. It's weird that going on tour is like a vacation in terms of sleep, but it's really good. So that's it. Thank you. All right, we've got lots of questions. Oh, this is a good one. Donnie from Oregon asks, if you were to make a 45 record, what 2 songs would you use? I'm assuming you're meaning DRB songs, so if I'm being an arrogant egomaniac by using my own songs, I apologize. It's just because that's what I thought you were inferring. Because otherwise it would be Dead Hit Birds. Close enough. Something
Dead
like
Flatbirds.
Dead Flatbirds. It'd be all Dead Flatbirds tunes. But no. If it were to be a Dave Root Band 45 record, I would say Heavy as a Raindrop and Afterlife. I don't know why, but Afterlife's one of my favorite songs, and Heavy as a Raindrop is kind of an older one, and it has more of a 70s vibe, which would have been on a vinyl record, so in keeping with that theme. Okay, cool. And let's see. Elliot from Colorado asks, you said in a recent interview that you were going to make an instrumental record. Will there be a main running theme? And when you're doing instrumental music, do you ever come up with lyrics and then end up using them in a regular song? Yes, I am planning to do an instrumental record, or at the very least have some instrumental songs on an album that also has vocal songs. It kind of remains to be seen because I've been so busy this summer I haven't been able to record or even write the whole record yet. But I've been working on it for a while now, and I just love it because I think that not too many people have put out interesting instrumental records. Like flashy, but nothing that really means anything. All the cool, everything Joe Satriani has ever done and Fi, you know, the songs are great. They're flashy, but it's more important that there's great melodies. So I'd like to do something like that. And yeah, I might. There's a couple songs where I had melodies but no lyrics, and maybe I'll just turn those into instrumentals if they work. You know, it kind of is all about feel. So we'll see when that comes out, but I'm really excited about doing it. So thanks for the questions. What else we got? Nicole from Colorado asks, what venue would you really like to play as Dave Root Band, and what bands would you want to open for you? There's too many, but I'll just go with the Colorado theme and say Red Rocks, because that's just one of the coolest venues in the world. Like, literally it is. I don't know who could open for us. Mumford and Sons and Slash. Sure, that'll work. The point would be to be on stage at Red Rocks. That'd be badass. So that really is. It's an amazing place, but it's so high up. You do like there's the altitude. You can feel it. Okay, here's one. I like this one. Abigail from Kentucky asks, why do you think people always want to know what your favorite of anything is? I have no idea, because it doesn't matter what my favorite of anything is, but it's fun to answer those questions. But it's hard to pick a favorite, right? So it's usually not even all the way the truth. It's like an approximation of what your favorite is, or so what your favorite thing is that day. But that might be my favorite question. We'll see. Let's see. Marcy, also from Colorado, asks, what is your earliest music memory? Can you hear that? Those are the motorcycles revving. But the band just finished, and when they like the song, they go, and it's crazy loud. Okay, Marcy from Colorado. What is your earliest music memory? Honestly, I remember my mom had this little wooden cutting board that was like with a handle and kind of like a little guitar. It looked probably like a mandolin. And when I was 2, I would get rubber bands around it and play like a guitar. Which I don't know how you remember things when you're 2. Maybe I was 3. But it was like no older than 3. It was pretty young. And there's photos of me with the thing. So I think that was it. It would just kind of flap around. It felt like a guitar. Tickety Boo from California. I don't know who that is. I just can't place it. Can you teach a complete idiot to play guitar? If so, when can I get a lesson? Yes and no. I pretty much focus my lessons with beginners on teaching them America's Horse with No Name. So if you're familiar with that song, I can teach it to you. That's a joke that only Tickety Boo is getting and laughing at right now. But yes, I can teach you, and we're coming to Fresno in a couple months, so let's try and do a lesson before the sound check or something. And this ties into Amanda from Ohio's question. How do you approach teaching music and guitar to a beginner? I've been teaching guitar for like 11 or 12 years, and I've taught hella beginners. My whole thing is to just make it fun, and teach the basic techniques, chords, and how you hold your hand, how you hold your pick, and tuning, and all that stuff. But in the context of songs that they like, the student likes, and I'll ask what their goals are. But beginner is just to play, period. So I just try and make it fun. Because when I was young, I started taking lessons when I was 9, and I was really lucky to have a great teacher who taught me everything I needed to know. But my first lesson, I learned 2 songs, and that was really cool because I learned my first 2 chords and 2 songs in the same day. And they're easy, but it's still really fun because when you haven't played anything, 1 chord is really cool. So I just try and make it exciting and not like a chore, because it's supposed to be fun. Let's see. Paul from California says, what or who inspires you to become an even better guitarist? Other guitarists. Like I'm on a big Joe Satriani kick right now because of the instrumental thing, so I'm working on all my legato stuff, and Joe Perry and everybody. Whatever DVD I'm watching at the time, usually I want to go play more because of that. Lori from Michigan asks, clearly Guns N' Roses is a big influence to you. What other passions do you have that perhaps add to your musical and lyrical influence? Tons, man. I listen to a lot less rock than you probably would expect because I listened to it my whole life, and I still love it, obviously, but there's not as many new rock bands that are that interesting to me, so I'm kind of bored of listening to the same Guns N' Roses and Metallica and Aerosmith records, so I've gotten more into pop and like country stuff. That's all. You need something back here, Troy?
I'm all good.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, we're almost done. Okay. Back to the show. Yeah, I listen to a lot of pop music. I love Bruno Mars, Katy Perry, and all that sort of radio stuff. And then Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, Eric Church, Lady Antebellum, like pop, country stuff. I really love all that stuff. And that all influences me a lot, especially lyrically, because I write songs and try and get them to country artists. And the lyric writing in Nashville is a whole nother level. It's really hardcore. So all that stuff really helps, inspire me to write better lyrics. It's that. Let's see. Melissa from Rhode Island says, with all your travels, what are your top 3 tourist attractions that you visited? The Arch in St. Louis. Hella cool. I guess the Eiffel Tower, but man, Jerks in Paris, they almost ruined it. It's a really good hot dog place across the street from the Eiffel Tower. Delicious. But Jerks, hella mean. You buy a hot dog and it's so delicious, but they're mean to you because you're American. But the Eiffel Tower is pretty cool. And third, let's say the Empire State Building. You can't go wrong. That's pretty cool. No mean people there. That's it. Thank you very much for all the questions, and we will choose the coolest one and send you out something special after I make a mental tally and do it in private so no one can see me. And we'll send you something cool. So thank you so much for all the questions, and again, thanks for buying the record, thanks for the support. We'll be putting out some new videos and has some interactive stuff coming out with Rat Pack Records in the next few months here, end of summer, early fall. So keep your eye out for that. It's going to be pretty cool. All right? Thanks. Bye.